Alright, what is going on everybody? So today I'm making a video on how to solo Absorbing Man with She-Hulk. And I know you're probably wondering, oh, why you wait so long to put this video out? And the reason is basically I didn't get the solo on it until just a couple days ago, and I had kind of been procrastinating making this video. That I was just busy with some other stuff, but I still wanted to put this video out there because I wanted to maybe inspire some people to take on the challenge. Maybe some people that were thinking they didn't have the roster or the time or the energy or the skill or anything like that. I'm confident that anyone that can get a hold of a 5-star rank 5 or even rank 4 probably She-Hulk can do this challenge with just a little bit of practice and maybe a few energy refills. Before I get into the total overarching strategy of this fight, I wanted to explain two major mechanics that you need to understand to make this fight go smoothly. And the first one is the idea of spacing attacks. And the idea of a spacing attack is basically an attack that you do during the enemy's special, or maybe the enemy's heavy attack, something like this, where they are locked in doing an animation and you do an attack so that your spacing is better and to basically move your character without getting hit, hitting, or like dashing back, something like that. So in this fight, you basically do this every time he throws a special one, and it's not that hard. There's a pretty big window. See, it's right there. So, and you might be wondering, oh, why do you do this attack? It's basically because, watch, this is what happens if you don't do the attack. If you don't do that attack, look at how far away you are from, at the end of it, you're this far away from him, and there's no way that you could hit him from there, right? So you can't continue your combo or anything. You just have to play for either an intercept, a parry, or a heavy bait or whatever. You have to play for a new opening. Whereas if you do the spacing attack, which is just you, so you bait the special, you dash back to dodge the hit. Then while he's doing his charge up, you dash in, and then you dash back again to dodge the second hit. And this leaves you right there, really close to him. And because She-Hulk has a very long heavy reach, this actually means that she can heavy spam him in the corner, because her heavy kind of pushes him a little bit. So you heavy counter with this, and then you can just keep spamming heavy, which is really useful because it means you don't have to worry about him not having enough power to throw special one, which matters a lot because She-Hulk obviously needs him to be throwing special ones to keep her fury active. So see, when you do this, look, he doesn't have enough power, but you can just keep heavy spamming him until he gets a new one. And so yeah, that's basically the idea of the dash in when he's doing a special one. And then the second idea we need to understand is block cancel, or I don't know what to call it, but essentially, let me find it here. Okay, here it is. So essentially, watch She-Hulk when she throws her special one. When She-Hulk throws her special one here, where is it? Here it is. So you see, she does her special one, she rolls back, and then she just stands there. She doesn't walk forward, she doesn't walk back, she just stands there. And as you can see, when you do that, he dashes at you. Or sometimes he'll just sit there and hold block. Sometimes he'll do whatever he wants, really. He's not being baited into throwing a special there when you do it like that. And so I'll just show it here again. Let me build up to a special one real quick. But essentially, the thing about her special one that's a problem is when you do that, see, and then that time he didn't dash in, he just holds block. So it's really sketchy to do it like that. You don't really want you don't want this, because the problem with this is if he doesn't have enough power, you have to play for a new opening, and if he does have enough power, you don't know if he's going to throw the special, you might dash in, get hit. It's very annoying. And so the solution to this is basically to tap block at the end of your special, and that will, where is it? Where is it? Up here, okay. Basically, when you tap block at the end of your special, it will make She-Hulk block, right? So look at this. She-Hulk is now blocking. As soon as she comes out of her special animation, she is blocking. And this is useful for two things. One, depending on the distance, he could see that she's holding block and he's in refined form, so he'll throw his special, right? So that's what he does here. So you hold block, it cancels that animation, and then he'll throw his special. And the second thing that it does, you'll be able to see it here. Basically there I held block for longer than you need to. All you really need to do is tap block so that she's in the block animation for like a split second. You'll see it here on this next one. Basically, if you tap it, she'll hold block and then she'll start running in. And that's really good because once she runs for like a fraction of a second, she will be closer to him and then he'll want to throw his special one. So all you have to do is, as soon as you come out of your special one, you want to tap block. Tap block will make her throw her block up for a tiny bit and then she'll immediately start running. Whereas, if you remember without tapping block, she'll just stand there for a very long time and she won't walk forward. I don't know exactly how long it is, maybe like a second, I don't know. But she will stand there and she won't walk forward. If you tap block, she'll walk forward immediately, which will cause him to be closer to you and then he'll want to throw his special. So you basically do that to bait special ones more easily. Now, what does all of this mean together? So, this is the 4-step plan I've devised, or I guess I have not devised, but anyway, this is my 4-step plan graphic to beat Absman in one shot with She-Hulk. So, step 1, you want to push him into the corner. If you're good at intercepts, you can easily do this with intercepts, but the most reliable method, that's the word I was looking for, the most reliable method is to parry 5-hit combo. If you parry 5-hit combo twice, he'll be somewhat close to the wall, and he'll also almost have enough for, or he will have enough for a special one, which is good. And some people I saw, when I talked about this in some group chats, they were saying, don't parry him, that'll give him charges. Well, the thing is, with this strategy, you will never block or get hit for the rest of the fight as long as you play properly. So the charges are completely irrelevant. All they do is give you your vulnerabilities, which if you're not getting hit, they don't matter, right? Okay, so after that, you want to bait the first special one. And I mean, you bait special ones the entire fight, but the first special one you want to specifically counter with heavy always, because you want to get that slow on him so that he's not unstoppable. And if you did hit him with 2 like parry 5-hit combos, he will have enough power to throw a special one before his first unstoppable cycle. Okay, step 3. Yeah, heavy counter the first special one. I guess I could have made that a 3-step process instead of 4. But anyway, you want to get that slow on him so that he won't go unstoppable. Okay, and then step 4 is for the rest of the fight, you do the same thing the entire time. You just keep him in the corner. If he does like dash at you and get him out of the corner, you want to get him into the corner as soon as possible. And you just continually bait special one the entire time. And basically the way that you counter after the special one depends on your power. So if you have enough power, you'll 5-hit combo into your special one. And then you'll obviously still do that heavy or the block cancel to bait his special one better. And then if you don't have enough power, you will just heavy counter and then heavy spam until he has enough power to throw his special one again. And you'll just keep doing that, and then every time you have enough power, you can do a 5-hit into your special one. And if you don't have enough power, you just keep heavy spamming him. And if you do that, it's basically the easiest way to continually just keep stacking furies. And I think a good sweet spot is to keep stacking furies until the second hit of your special one hits for 20k non-crit. Once you're there, you do have a really good amount of damage. The number for the amount of furies you need will depend on what rank you're using. I used a 6-star rank 3, which is the equivalent of a 5-star rank 5 ascended. But when I did the solo, I messed up a bunch and the fight went on way longer than I needed to. So I probably could have done it with a 6-star rank 2 at that point with the amount of furies I had. But for that rank, it's about 30 furies is where I would stop. The higher the rank, the less furies you need. If you wanted to do this with like a 5-star rank 4 non-ascended, you would probably need like, I don't know, 50, 60 furies maybe. So it's basically just a longer fight. Longer you have to play well and not mess up, the weaker champion you have. And then once you get to that point where your special one is hitting for 20k around, then you can just switch to only using special 2s for the Petrify. And after that, you'll be hitting enough damage, and the healing that he does get when the Petrify is not active will not be enough to keep him alive, basically. At that point, you'll just be able to keep special 2 spamming him. You'll be out damaging the healing that he is getting, and the Petrify will keep his healing at near 0 for the majority of it. And then, yeah, note, just remember to use that block animation cancel to bait his special 1. And then I got another note would be to always do the dash in, the spacing attack, the spacing medium attack during his special 1, just so that you can always have him in that corner, always have that spacing exactly where you want it. What does this look like in action? So, this is just a little trial run I did just to show the strategy. So I start off and I immediately hit this parry. Parry, 5-hit combo. He does get the 90 charges, but as I said, it does not matter. Parry, 5-hit combo again. He's going unstoppable, so I have to try to bait it. He's being really annoying and not baiting it. I want to bait his special 1, and then I heavy counter, and now the cycle begins. Get him in the corner. He's slowed so that unstoppable won't trigger. You special 1, do the block cancel, and then just start heavying him, right? And so yeah, as you can see, I'm doing the spacing attacks, and every time I throw the special 1, I will do the block drop strat, or whatever you would prefer to call it, the tap block cancel. And then, yeah, as you can see, whenever he doesn't have enough power and you heavied him in the corner, you can just keep heavy spamming him all day until he gets enough power, which makes it really easy because you don't ever need to look for openings. You don't ever need to pretty much do anything. You only have to look for openings if you do the block cancel and that doesn't get him to throw it, because it won't get him to throw it 100% of the time. But usually it will get him to throw it. So yeah, I mean, that's basically the strategy. As long as you don't mess up, it should only take you, like, depending on the rank, probably like 4 minutes or so of playing well with a 6-star rank 3 non-ascended. And then, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 minutes if the lower you go. MSD obviously did this with a 3-star. I just wanted to give MSD a shout out. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a MCOC content creator. He makes a lot of really good stuff. He's very, very skilled at the game. He understands the fundamentals far better than I do. And pretty much anytime I watch him take on any challenge, there's something to learn and gain from watching how he plays the game and what strategies he implements. His 3-star She-Hulk video is the video that taught me the majority of what I know about this fight. Pretty much everything except the block mechanic, which I kind of figured out on my own. Everything else I learned from just watching his gameplay, which I probably could have learned the block mechanic from watching his gameplay too, because he probably does it. but I didn't notice it when I was watching it. I just figured that out through my own gameplay. But yeah, if you have the chance, go like that 3-star video. It's really good. He gets the solo with a 3-star She-Hulk. And the last thing I wanted to touch on was don't do all of your practice and attempts in the actual fight, because 10 energy per try is obviously very steep. If it was 1 or 2 energy per try, I would say just, it's fine. But considering the energy cost, I would recommend going into your roster, whichever is your highest absorbing man. Fortunately for me, I have a 6-star, but even if you had a 5-star, you could use your 2-star She-Hulk versus a 5-star and it would be fine. You won't be killing him too fast. You'll be getting good practice. So just go here. Let me do that. For example, go here, click practice, filter to this, sort by alphabetic. Where is she? There she is. Here's my lowest rated She-Hulk, and then just do the practice in here. The good thing about the fight is She-Hulk negates pretty much everything. You aren't getting hit, so the charges don't matter and the crits don't matter. You constantly have slow on them, so none of that matters. So this is essentially the same as the fight as long as you're playing it properly. Okay, as you can see, I obviously just wasn't paying attention that he actually had power. But that's the good thing, is you're in practice here. You didn't lose any energy doing this. Look at me. I'm just going crazy right now. But it doesn't matter. You can just go out, go back in, do whatever you want. Do this as many times as you need to until you get a hang of the flow of it. Constantly keeping him in the corner, doing the dash in during his SP1, and you'll just throwing your SP1 and then just continually bait his SP1 to farm up those furies. And then once you're pretty confident in your ability and you're not messing it up as much, then you can start go in and start doing the attempts there. Unless you just want to blow through a bunch of energy, say you have a bunch of energy refills in the overflow, then by all means just use all your energy on this. But for people that are not overflowing with energy, I would recommend doing this first. And yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to touch on. So hopefully this video gave you some hope if you were, wanting to do it but didn't think you had enough time or energy or whatever. Really, just a couple hours of practice, you should probably be good. And then, good to start attempts. And then attempts, it might take you like 4 energy refills. For me, after I had practiced a bunch, it was like 2 times of using my energy, I think, before I got it. And I didn't even play perfect on the one that I got it on. So, yeah. And then also considering there's 2 days left, that's 4 energy refills, or maybe even 6, depending on how late you stay up, of just free energy that you'll be getting anyway. So, yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. If you did like the video, consider hitting like and subscribe, maybe drop a comment. But yeah, thanks for watching. Every single view matters. I really appreciate it if you watched till the end, and have a great day.